course, as soon as I want to start filming, they start roadworks right outside. They're probably going to be here all afternoon. Thanks, welcome City Council. Hey guys, so today I thought we could talk about spray tan. Slightly controversial topic. Well, not really controversial, it's not like race or religion or something, but you either love them or you hate them, you either get them or you don't. So basically, I thought I'd talk to you today about the pros and cons of getting a spray tan. Now, up until 2 weeks ago, I had never had a spray tan before, and I'd actually never used any tanning products at all. But my friend gave me a voucher for a free spray tan, so I thought I might as well use it, check it out, and see what all the hype's about. So my gift voucher was for a place called In Body, which is on the top level of Smith & Co.'s in Auckland City. So what I'll do first is I'll actually talk about my actual experience at this place In Body. So I called up and made my appointment, that was all fine, and the woman told me to turn up wearing loose dark clothing just in case some of the spray tan rubbed off after I got it done. Other than that though, she didn't tell me how to prepare at all. So I jumped online and I googled it instead, and the general consensus was to shave, exfoliate and moisturize 2 days beforehand, because if you do it on the day then the spray tan would sink into your pores, or if you don't exfoliate at all then you might have dead skin cells and that will cause the tan to look patchy when it goes on and it won't look even. So I did that, I prepped my skin 2 days before going in. When I actually turned up on the day, I had a really bad experience. I found that the staff were really rude and that they just weren't welcoming at all, especially knowing that it was my first time having a tan. So I turned up for my appointment on time, like exactly on time, and the woman was in a huff because she said I was late and she had other clients to deal with. So first off, I wasn't made to feel welcome. Then she asked me to fill out a form regarding my skin, like if I had sensitive skin, if I'm using any medication for my skin, anything like that. So I actually don't have any skin problems and I'm not on medication, but if I was, she didn't actually read my form after I gave it back to her. So what's the point of filling it out if she's not going to check it over? So that sort of turned me off a bit as well. Then she took me into the room where the spray tan was going to be done, and she told me to hurry up and get undressed. She was very rude, very like chop about it. Wouldn't answer any of my questions, just hurry up, get changed and stand over there. So I did. Basically, if you've never had a spray tan before, what you do is you're essentially fully naked. You wear a little paper G-string if you want to, for modesty, you don't have to. And you stand in like a little pop-up tent and a woman will spray you with the spray tan. So I got in there and the woman started to apply the spray tan. The spray tan just felt cold, it doesn't hurt or anything like that. It's just sort of like a light breeze. I was fairly comfortable standing there naked. I don't know what this is about my personality, standing naked in front of a stranger. But I felt relatively comfortable about it, but she didn't go out of her way to make me feel especially comfortable. So if it was maybe a younger girl going for the first time, I would have felt probably more awkward. So yeah, just not the best experience. The tan itself, however, she applied over my entire body and she asked if I wanted it to go onto my face, which I said yes, because otherwise I thought it'd be a bit uneven going from your neck straight to your face. And it only took maximum 5 minutes. It's very, very fast. Once the woman has applied the spray tan, what they do then is go over your body with essentially a hairdryer. It's a little bit more high-tech than that, but it is a drying spray essentially, and then it makes the tan dry to the touch. 5 minutes, really fast, over and done with. One of my main concerns before getting a spray tan was that I was going to look orange or like a little Oompa Loompa from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. So that was my main concern. But this tan was really natural looking. It did just look like a golden brown. And basically, once it's first applied, you can tell a difference, but it's not major. What it does is it develops over about 8 hours over the rest of the day. So you're not supposed to shower until the next day or later that night. So when I asked the woman how long the tan would last, She said generally they last anywhere from 3 to 10 days. Ideally they should last a good week, like 6 to 7 days. But that obviously depends on how much you're showering, swimming, exfoliating, things like that. Now I did get my spray tan a couple of days before I went to Fiji. So obviously in Fiji I was swimming and showering a lot, but my tan still lasted 7 days before I noticed it getting patchy. That's one thing I really didn't like about the tan, was that when it does wear off, it doesn't just fade, it does come off in patches. So I sort of looked like I had a disease where bits of my arm would be really white and other bits would be really tan, or it would come off like down my neck, and it just came off looking really patchy and really dodgy, like I had some sort of skin disorder. So she didn't actually tell me that that would happen. I don't know if that's common knowledge, but I didn't know before I had a spray tan that that's how it comes off. I'm also not sure if that's just how this particular product came off on my skin, or if that's how all spray tans come off. But it really just doesn't look good a week after. Because I wasn't given any information at my spray tan itself, what I did find helpful was I went onto a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and I think it's called Everything Beauty and Makeup. I can't remember what the exact name is, I'll leave it in the links down below, but it's a Facebook group that was started by Shannon, or ShanXO here on YouTube. And it's basically a Facebook group for everybody to come together and share their makeup tips or makeup stories, reviews, things like that. So I went on there and just asked all the girls what their tips were for curing for spray tans afterwards, and I told them that I didn't have a very good experience. And the girls there were really helpful, and they left comments saying that I should wait 8 hours before I shower after having the tan, definitely moisturize, especially if you have a gradual tanner moisturizer, like I think Dove does a really good one, then that really helps to keep the tan lasting a little bit longer and topped up. Just a tip, if you are going to use gradual self tanners, make sure you wash your hands afterwards, because the tan will stay on your hands and make them orange. So just so you don't look like a freak, make sure you wash your hands after you've used it. So hopefully this video has been somewhat helpful for you. I feel like I've just rambled a little bit about my experience, so let's recap. Pros of getting a spray tan. It's healthier for your skin than lying out and physically baking in the sun. You have less risk of getting skin cancer, and the tan's going to be more even and probably last a little bit longer. Another pro is that you can get it in the middle of winter, like we are in New Zealand right now, and there's obviously no sun outside. You can get it on demand, so you can get it for a special occasion or things like that. The cons for me is that it does come off in patches, it won't last evenly. It is sometimes expensive, even though the one that I got was for free. Thank you Sinead for my voucher. But they can be quite expensive. If you've never had one done before, you might feel a little bit awkward standing completely naked in front of a stranger. There's not that many cons, if I'm being honest. Personally, I don't think I'd get one done again, just because you do have the risk of going orange. My personal experience with the company I dealt with wasn't good at all, like I explained, and it just wasn't worth it generally. I think I would prefer to buy a self-tanning product from the supermarket like Saint Tropez or any of those, even using the Dove gradual moisturising tanner, I think is just better for me. Obviously each their own. I do know people who get spray tans on a regular basis and really enjoy them, but that was just my personal experience. Hopefully it's helped you guys out deciding whether you want to go get one or not. If you have had one before, let me know your experiences down below, and if you prefer spray tans or gradual tanners, or if you even tan at all. I'd love to hear your response. So I will see you on Wednesday for a midweek video, but until then, see you later!